Today on Talk the Things, I am tackling Ibrahim Traore. Yes, it is the big news. Multiple protests across the globe in support of him because he is now on about the 18th assassination on his life. And one of his close military persons said, I can show you that they tried to pay me off to get rid of him. So it's a big deal. Now, I've been wondering why everybody's so excited about Traore. Is it because he's 37 years old and because he seems to be making certain moves that could be comparative to Thomas Sankara? So let's look at them together. Thomas Sankara Thomas Sankara was great leader, considered to be an anti-imperialist, anti-colonialist, and a Pan-Africanist in his approach, also believed in agriculture as a source of development for Burkina Faso, as well as other things. We're seeing similarities there. Traore is talking the talk, was a part of a Marxist group when he was in school, and is talking the talk about anti-imperialists. So much so that he has kicked out France, he has kicked out their troops, he's kicked out their embassy. Now, in terms of agriculture, we're seeing some moves there. He has, implemented about 400 tractors that the government owns that is helping farmers on their farms doing their work. He's also increased tomato farming, so much so that tomato production has increased, cotton production has increased, and artisan support has increased. And he's doing a lot of related agricultural moves. The other thing is, of course, the gold. So Burkina Faso has gold, and France is the fourth gold producing nation, fourth highest gold producing nation, but they don't have an active mine. Meanwhile, Burkina Faso is the 15th highest gold producer and has active mines. Well, what has Ibrahim done? He has decided that they need to build their own refinery. You see, when that goes going, gold refinery situation changes the game and allows for more income from gold for Burkina Faso. So, of course, it makes sense that the colonialists don't like him, right? Because he's making all the right moves to ensure self-reliance. And I think that might be why so many of you love him. And it might be why the Rastas in Jamaica were protesting. The people globally have been protesting to say, take your hands off him, leave him alone. Because ultimately, Africans globally want to be self-reliant. So he has rejected IMF loans just like Sankara had. And he is trying his best, it seems, to move things along. However, a little note of caution. You see, I'm not a fan of military coups, and Burkina Faso has had a long history, including Thomas Sankara, who came in through a coup, who was taken out by a coup by his former friend, Compere, who was also taken out by a coup, and the other guy after him was taken out by a coup, hence we're here now, right? So I'm not a fan of military coups because I'm always wondering who is behind it. And lo and behold, this week, our friend Traore went over to Russia. And there's always been a little bit of buzz that whether or not he himself was a part of the Wagner Group. The Wagner Group is a group of mercenaries that are used by the Russian government, to do some mercenary work in multiple countries, helping them with coups and so on. Traore says he's not a part of the Wagner Group, and that the only Wagner Group in Burkina Faso are the volunteers that he has been teaching, helping to help defend themselves against the jihadists. Okay, gotta watch this. The other thing to watch is that when he went into power, there was a transition plan, and they were a part of the ECOWAS group who said by 2024, we would try to transition out of military leadership and put the leadership back in the hands of the people. He has since left ECOWAS and has formed an alliance of the Sahel, and in that alliance is Mali and Niger, who also have military leadership. So I'm not so sure about Pan-African, more like Militarican. Anyway, so that group is now the one that he's doing a lot of his coalition work with. And, so happens that he has said it is not a good time to have elections. The jihadists are still doing their thing. And, maybe I should stay in until 2029. I don't know, folks. Is he Thomas Sankara? Could be. Is he not Sankara? Could be. I think there's so much more here to learn and observe. But on Talk the Things, we like to stir the pot.